Welcome back. In a strategic move, the global advertising holding company Havas launched CSA, its technology, data and analytics division in India. To further solidify the agency's data and tech capabilities, PivotConsult, the strategic consulting arm of PivotRoots, has been merged into CSA India. We caught up with Jamie Seltzer, Global EVP CSA and Mx Analytics, to learn more about their plans for CSA in India and how to empower brands to meaningfully activate customer data and drive business growth.
Hello and welcome to Storyboard 18. Jamie, it's a pleasure to have you here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Data is, as they say, the new oil. There is so much happening and we are seeing a deluge of data. Now, against this backdrop, Jamie, tell me a little bit about the decision and what drove you and the network to bring CSA to India and merge it with PivotConsult.
CSA is a network launched about 18 months ago, June 2023, and really with the idea that we've had pockets of capabilities, really strong capabilities in different markets. And we really wanted to bring them together to make sure that our clients and our prospective clients could take advantage of the full network effect of data analytics and technology capabilities. And so as we've done that, we started with 12 markets and we've been continually launching markets since then. And really, it was a very exciting time to come into India because the market here has evolved so much. I mean, CSA and Havas in India has evolved so much over the years. Havas has grown, I think, exponentially over the last 3 years. And the client base is expecting more from us everywhere, especially in India. Consumers are expecting more personalization, more from a relationship with brands. Brands are trying to get more understanding of consumer behavior, understanding of their marketing impacts and things like that. And honestly, the talent base that we have here is so strong that when we acquired PivotRoots and PivotConsult about a year ago, it was the natural fit to be able to launch CSA here and really take advantage of the skills and the capabilities that they brought into the network, the capabilities we already had within Havas in India, really merge them together to create kind of a super group that empowers our media side, our creative side, and even external clients with the data and tech and analytics expertise that they have in-house.
But what kind of potential do you see in the India market for a brand like CSA?
Consumers' behavior is changing here. Consumer behavior, was really expecting greater relevancy when it comes to their advertising. They want also to make sure that what they're exchanging, the data they're exchanging online, is kept safe, is kept private, and also, from a brand perspective, they really want to understand the effectiveness and create better communications, better media experiences for consumers. I think consumers' thresholds are getting higher for bad experiences online, and brands really recognize that. And the way to create a strong media experience is truly about powering that with technology, analytics, data capabilities, and not just data for data's sake, but data with the end result of creating that better experience, creating that better customer journey that ultimately leads to, increased sales for our clients and increased revenue.
We spoke about the data deluge. We know that there is a lot of confusion. There is, of course, a lot of redundancy in the tech stacks. What are clients looking for today, and what are the real need gaps? Where are the gaps in their stacks?
Yep. So interestingly, there was a study done about a year and a half, 2 years ago, that's of CMOs, and it was global CMOs. 67% of global CMOs believe they're overwhelmed with data, the amount of data, the number of things they can do with it. And that's really, I think, representative of kind of the general feeling. You talk about a deluge of data. There's so much out there, and you can almost get in this sort of, call it analysis paralysis. You get in this kind of state where you're overwhelmed by it all. And honestly, what CSA can do is come in and help sort through that complexity and kind of make that overwhelming a bit more manageable. But oftentimes they come and they say, we just don't know where to begin. We know we need to be doing more. We know that the cookie is going away or starting to go away and will continue to decrease. What do we need to do to prepare? And so part of what we like to do is really take that consultative approach where we come in and say, where do you want your business to go? How do you want to drive your business forward? And then let's back into how do we solve those challenges using technology, using data, using analytics. I think we're seeing clients look for optionality in many cases. We see tech stacks and we see, different components, and I think ultimately where we are, the industry is changing so much that we're looking for optionality for clients so that they can be more agile and flexible no matter where the industry takes us.
How have brands and marketers' relationships with platforms changed, say, in the past?
I think we had the sort of this idea in digital especially that there was this holy grail of everything is measurable. Everything can be tracked and measured, and we can track every impression back to a conversion, and ultimately we know perfectly how well every single thing worked. And I don't think we never even got there while we still had third-party cookies. When they started to scale back on cookies and identity, and became kind of more sparse, brands started moving into platforms that could tell them that. And that's why, you see more money shifting into Google, into Meta, into Amazon, and into other trading platforms that are more measurable. I think now the pendulum is swinging back a little bit, and we're getting into more conversations about interoperability. We're seeing some of those walled gardens and hedge gardens allow for data in and out a bit more. With the creation of things like clean rooms, we're able to have sort of safe spaces for data to be to mesh together and work together without, companies losing control of that. So ultimately, I think, we're the engagement kind of from brands to platforms sort of swung in an extreme direction towards kind of, siloed nature, and then it's slowly kind of shifting back to the middle. I wouldn't say we're never going to get back to the place, or we're never going to get to the place where everything is measurable and everything can be attributed, but I think we're slowly getting back to a better place. But I think it also highlights the evolution in measurement and how we've been evolving measurement, and we need to continue to evolve measurement for clients, because that's a key piece that I think nobody has cracked to date, period.
It is time for a short break. On the other side, we have Aishin Chihana, Chairman Yamaha Motor India Group, who's speaking to us about 40 years of Yamaha in the country and launching their campaign, Call of the Blue.